My boy, do you want to make the girl of your dreams crave your presence? Then you must learn how to show dominance to women. Humans are all animals with primal urges coded into our DNA that overshadow our logic with raw emotion regularly. Truly feminine women need to feel dominated by you in order to stay in their feminine energy. Women are all gassed up every single day from the moment they open their eyes. All they have to do is to unlock their phone, and there's a constant stream of validation at their fingertips. They keep male orbiters all around themselves and in their social media for further validation all day long. Women crave attention, especially girls who have always been good-looking. They gain confidence and a sense of power from all these losers pouring their energy into them. You must learn to humble them. People in your life should know what you're willing to tolerate very clearly. You must show women from the start that you are not to be played with. This will make you stand out so far in their mind that they'll be infinitely attracted to your aura. There used to be a time when you could get women attached to you with sex, but in our modern society these women have given their bodies up so much that you must keep them dominated to maintain attraction. So listen up, I'm going to give you the 7 ways you can dominate a woman and destroy her ego. These are ways that you can keep a girl in check if she thinks she's bad. Now I will admit, some of these tactics can be considered as pure evil, but these are mostly for the girls who will twist you into a beta mess if you don't handle them properly, so I don't feel bad. We will go in depth on every rule in the future, but this is just a brief overview, so let's get into it. First, you must avoid talk of exclusivity at all times. Listen, if you're looking for a girlfriend, then you should click the link in the top right corner. This isn't that. And most of these girls aren't meant for a relationship. These girls will have the richest, most influential, and best-looking men acting like simps. It makes her drier than the Sahara Desert. When a man shows up who actually acts like a man in her presence, she can't help but be attracted to him. All the men she knows spend all their energy and resources trying to tie her into a commitment. Like that even means anything anymore. This is where you show up, as the carefree, unattached, masculine male that she can't resist. Remember, you're the rare breed. There are a lot less high-value men than there are pretty women in the world. So when you attract these girls, be very picky about who you fall in love with and who is just a friend with benefits. Not every girl is relationship material. Damaged women exist too, and they're not out here working on themselves like the men. Men have to work on themselves to survive. Pretty women don't. They can have the worst attitudes, and some guy out there would still trade his left arm for a sniff of her. So when you're with her, avoid mentioning or letting her lock you down into a commitment. You don't have to make her your girlfriend just because that's what she wants to be. When you're honest about it, many women will still stay around, and they'll try even harder to get your attention and commitment. Next, we must talk about validation. This is what girls need to be chasing to become submissive to you, but unfortunately most men give this out for free. Men are not aware of the many ways they validate women. It could be the smallest action, but in the realm of attraction it still matters. You need to let women chase you, my boy. That's the only way it will be exciting for her as well. Let becoming a part of your life be a goal for her. That means you shouldn't be texting her, talking to her on the phone, buying her gifts, trying to solve her problems, or telling her how much you desire her. You don't need to tell her you think she's beautiful. She knows if she wasn't beautiful to you, then you wouldn't be spending time with her. You do not need to buy her anything to impress her. Gifts are a form of positive reinforcement. They come on special occasions when the woman spends a long period of time proving her dedication, but not to gain her attention. Guys have no game, so they throw money at women, then they get surprised when they figure out they're being used for their money. Broke guys scream that women only care about money, then proceed to white knight or red pill any girl who comes near them out of their life. They get no results, so they end up believing it's because they're broke, when in reality it's because they're a loser. You don't need to message women or check up on them. Realistically, you should allow them to do 90 to 100% of the chasing after you've built an attachment. When you first meet a woman, you will have to do all of the pursuing for 2 to 3 weeks until they start thinking about you regularly. This generally applies unless she views you as a 9 or 10 and immediately starts chasing your attention. Pursuing in the initial stages means you message her once a week and take her out on a date that can end with the two of you being alone. When you go at this pace, you can also gauge her interest in you. Until she's actively fighting for your time and messaging you every day, you should be too busy to message her more than once a week as a surprise to check up on her and ask her out. When she starts to like you and starts pursuing, is when you can slowly start to pull back. Let her wait in silence, craving your interaction until she can't handle it anymore. Wait till she contacts you, set up a time to see each other, then get back to your purpose. This is especially true if you haven't yet built a life you're proud of. You're not getting rich while you're spending time with women, I promise you that. Rule number 3. My boy, what a woman thinks about you and your path in life is of little importance. It means about as much as you telling her you think she's beautiful. Absolutely nothing. Nobody is going to be responsible for your future other than you. This means they can't be judging your life or telling you what to do unless they're an expert in the field you're pursuing. Most women will not be able to help you on your purpose, so their opinion on it is irrelevant. Women are like kids. It's your responsibility to make them behave. The girls who are used to having power over men will make you look like a fool if there are still flaws in your game. Work on yourself first until you're living a life you're proud of and you've mastered building attachments with women. As a man, your life is a direct reflection of your wisdom and strength. When you've obtained high-value traits, the signs are apparent in your life without you needing to say anything. You will attain the ultimate confidence and indifference. People will naturally fall in line. You must stay focused on the empire you're building so that you can dominate. You won't require validation from anyone, especially not a girl you're dating. That's why you'll be too busy for her. Not because you're playing games, but because you're doing something worth more than your distracting desires. Rule number 4. My boy, you need to build yourself up to the point where when they call you, they get your assistant on the phone. When you're living the life of a high-value man, you do not have time to spend with a woman all day and all night. It's not about playing games with her. It's about having the schedule that comes with a purposeful life. You can't outplay women anyways. Most of these girls have learned how to manipulate men from a very young age. That's why you must learn to be this way. It's not a tactic, it's a reality. So don't tell me you don't want to play the game of seduction with women because you won't have a choice if you want to land the 9s and 10s. Honestly, if you're not trying to be extraordinary in life, then this is the wrong channel for you. No woman is going to be chasing you like this if you're just average. Women need to crave you. This means they should get almost none of your non-sexual energy until they've proven themselves. They should also only get one evening of your time a week with dates that can lead to sex, at least for the first 30 days. If she wants to see you more often, let her ask for it by putting herself in your orbit, then you'll be in control. Most women, especially the really beautiful ones, have extremely low self-esteem. They can't fathom that you don't treat them like a queen when they're used to men acting like that as a constant across their life. This puts them in the mindset of trying to change your actions to match the simps around her. When you're a high-value man, she knows that she's not the only one, and she's not the only one who's trying to be the only one. Rule number 5. It's essential to stay dating multiple girls so you don't get fixated on one of these women. My boy, some of these women who are extremely beautiful that you will attract with these methods will turn out to be extremely crazy. If you become fixated on a woman like this, it can ruin your life. Keep dating other women, this way they never get too close. This will also keep you comfortable when she tries to test you because you know you can replace her without much trouble. Women cannot truly be dominated by you unless they understand that you will walk away and never look back at the drop of a dime. You must not lie about dating other women. Never answer directly, but let it be known that you're still actively single. They'll get the message, and as long as they get an experience when they're spending time with you, most women are okay with this. Rule number 6. My son, when you take people places, there is no better place to take them than somewhere you're well known. If you can network properly, which is an essential skill as a man, you can meet influential people. These influential people will often own establishments that you can frequent. When you walk into a club, bar, or restaurant and everyone treats you like a celebrity, your date will fall into her quiet shadow of your +1. When people come up to greet you, you don't need to introduce her. Just let her sit there quietly trying to figure out who in the world you are. This is the best way to dominate women and make them submit. Rule number 7. My boy, there's nothing wrong with leaving a girl waiting and yearning for more. Let her anticipate the next interaction with you and crave for it. Don't cancel plans for her and don't feel obligated to invite her everywhere. When you're truly high value, you have no problem letting her know with your actions that she's not worthy of being in your presence. Sometimes you may not see or talk to girls you're dating for a week or two, and you must learn to be okay with this. Remember, these are not girls you want to lock down, but mainly the girls you will crave just because of their beauty. This will also never work if when she's with you, your personality and what she experiences aren't 100% on point. She needs to crave the positive feelings she experiences when she's with you. So click this video to learn how to be a heartbreaker that women can't get enough of, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.